Hello and good evening, everybody. It is 19th of July 2024 और आज है फ्राइडे। फ्राइडे इतना हैप्पी और हैपनिंग नहीं हो पाया है ड्यू टू मेनी रीजंस। जिस तरीके का अभी साइबर अटैक हुआ है और जिस तरीके से आज मार्केट्स बिहेव कर रहे थे, बट एनी हाउ वीक जो था वो उसी तरीके से चला जिस तरीके से हमने लास्ट वीकली राउंड अप में सुना था और समझा था। तो चलिए आज हम वापस से चालू करते हैं आज का वीकली राउंड अप और समझते हैं कि एग्जैक्टली क्या हुआ इस वीक में और आने वाले वीक में क्या होगा। तो लेट्स ब्रिंग इन मिस्टर अंकित खंडेलवाल and let us discuss. Hi Ankit, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening. I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I am just looking at the markets, just looking at what has happened at Microsoft.
Yeah.
I am confused. And when people like me are confused, we really want your guidance. So tell me, what really happened?
I think what has happened is uh, you must be listening to a lot of news and all that that there's a global outage at Microsoft, and obviously all companies, all businesses which are dependent on Microsoft as their SAP software provider, they are affected. It can range from any airline to a media house to a bank, across the world. So if you remember, less than a year ago, something like this happened with Amazon Web Services also. There are, in fact, US and some countries in the West are so much dependent on their cloud that there were people who were stuck inside lifts and ATMs because the door won't open because of the entire outage. So as I mean, this is the bad side of relying too much on the AI and the cloud and all that. But the world is coming to that, so there's not much you and me can do it but to just follow what is there. So coming back to the markets, I think what happened today was a little unusual. Maybe it is a reaction because I don't see a reason why a perfectly going up market for last 3 weeks. I'm not even talking about today is the third week which is ended, and we have gained every single day in the last 3 weeks. So I don't see a reason why कुछ ऐसा major change नहीं आया, why it would just change the course and just frantically deep dive. So what happened today, I view this as a more of a reaction to maybe this outage. uh, you see, even as the news came in sometime around midday in India, the selling became more and more aggressive after that. If you notice, if you see the chart, and technically speaking also, the short term moving averages here, they kept going down, uh, and going down drastically. But again, looking at the broader picture, we are well above last week's close. So 24 530 odd, we are, even after going down so much, we're still at 24 530. So I feel that this thing will all subside. This outage will you'll be taken care of by Microsoft, and Monday will be a new day, new week. So I feel uh, Monday is going to be again, we'll be back on track. So yeah. So, but yeah, speaking of the week event that happened before, uh, the week started, of course, gap up opening. If you remember, जैसे मैंने आपको बोला था, Monday gap up opening लग रही है, पर gap up opening तो दे दी, but Monday Tuesday थोड़ा range bound था, but still it showed the kind of strength because above 24 500 it maintained from 520 to 660 kind of range for 2 days. Of course, Thursday was very volatile, but in the same day we crossed 700, 24 700, 24 800. We made a new life high of 24,840 odd levels, and then eventually cool down. So after such solid sessions, I don't see today's move to be a little problematic at all. I see this as a reaction. Either it could be a sell-off after the expiry, which weekly expiry, which happened yesterday, or it could be a sell-off because of global sell-off. In fact, if you see the Asian peers, they are also not doing too well uh, in yesterday and today's trading sessions. So आई फील दैट दो तीन चीजों का कॉम्बिनेशन हो सकता है आज का रिएक्शन एंड देयर इज नथिंग टू वरी अबाउट देयर इज नथिंग टू वरी अबाउट एज सच
Okay, so we were talking about Microsoft. Microsoft Cloud created a problem, but I remember in the last weekly roundup, you told us about the TCS results and the
yes
way things are changing. And rest, we know how it happened, and the Infi result was in line with what you were expecting. So, do you have anything to add on, or are we still bullish on IT, or is there any change coming in? Where do you see the IT now?
So I feel that we are very much in line with with what trend the TCS had actually set up. If you see, TCS gave a kind of a stellar results, and Infosys also did not give such great results, but it is still better than what we have seen in previous quarters. If you see, look at Infosys results, they did about 6,370 odd crore profit against 5,945 crore. The profit went up by 7%, and more importantly, the guidance for profit in the coming year went up by 3 to 4%. So like I told you that IT goes more on the guidance, what's going to come up in the next year. If the guidance is positive, the stocks tend to behave positively. If you see today itself, ये कल शाम को after market result आया है, आज today itself Infosys opened at a life high, a 52-week high. It touched 1844, which is levels that we haven't seen on Infosys in a long time. And even if because it was such a elevated opening, it definitely cooled down, but it still cooled down and went down to 1790 92 odd. And I don't see Infosys or give if the IT sector is stabilizing and eventually moving forward from here. I don't see Infosys going back to that 1440 1460 levels because going up इतनी कंसोलिडेशन हुई है उस जोन में. Infosys has a range of 14 to 1500 की जो range है, it spent almost 2 months in that range. Lot of consolidation is happening. Something really bad has to happen for it to actually break that level. I don't see those levels coming now anytime soon. So
Right.
yeah, some other results came in this week, but as you know, result season is on. So जैसे Ultratech was there. Ultratech just by missed out by a little. The estimates, their revenue was about 1.9% up, 11,800 crores, and their net income was 1,700 odd crores. And as we were getting ready to uh, talk to you, Wipro came in just after market hours. Wipro came in with the result, which is again not very satisfying. So IT result overall, I would say, is mixed bag. If you see Wipro's stock price also today was as much as 7% down.
Right.
So IT is what I thought before, that at least the top end companies are going to give similar results and is going to change the whole dynamic for IT. But yes, I can still say that because TCS and Infosys are the main guys working throughout the world, the if they are posting better results, if they are hiring more people, there is a strong chance that globally situation is improving
Right.
in terms of IT requirement and IT hiring. Yeah.
Got it. So IT being a leader, and how do you see the week coming ahead? Like budget is there on 23rd, and there might be some results which are coming over the weekend. We might react. So how do you see the coming week?
So again,
Is there
so I feel that everybody should exercise a lot of caution for the coming week. Uh, Firstly, the the movement that has happened today, okay, this has kind of like I told you, it has kind of broken down under the short term moving averages, the 10-day 15-day moving averages. So that makes the market in a technically sell zone. Okay, plus अभी विप्रो का रिजल्ट है, विप्रो बीपीसीएल अल्ट्राटेक, these are the big results that have come in. Reliance is going to come, HDFC is going to come all market hours, after market hours. So individually movement in these big stocks can happen on Monday, big movement. And since HDFC Bank, Reliance, they're all heavyweight stocks. Their weightage on Nifty is heavy. So it is very important that these stocks are not in a volatile zone for Nifty to kind of stabilize. So plus, अच्छा ये तो results की बात हो गई. Plus budget है. So whatever we have seen that budget has been largely a non-event for the broader market for the last many years. But yeah, sector specific some news can come. And the way things are going, I feel defense, infrastructure, social sector, ये तीन चार है, railways, roadways, these 5 or 6 themes is what the government has to cover the maximum in budget. And these things will stocks, allied stocks will have the maximum kind of impact, if at all budget will give. So again, that becomes that becomes an event to watch for and wait for, rather than so I would not advise anybody to go heavy on any position building on Monday and Tuesday. Wait it out. It's better to wait it out. Okay. Maybe once the dust settles on the budget, the dust settles on these big results, and we have a clearer picture, then it is possible that to maybe with a clear head take a call on where the markets are headed. But Monday Tuesday volatile लगता है. Oh, speaking of volatility, I missed out on telling you that the wix I've been following. The wix has last week had closed the week at 13.8, and it has moved up steadily almost close to 15 this whole week. So the week has been extremely volatile. Wix will continue to increase in the coming couple of trading sessions. So I advise that any sort of movement may not be any sort of drastic movement. जैसे मंडे 200 पॉइंट ऊपर खुल जाता है या 300 पॉइंट नीचे खुल जाता है, मेन one should not read too much into it. One should only start reading into major movement after budget. Now, I have a very strong word of caution for everyone.
Does that mean that we're heading towards a correction or the profit taking might continue? Is there anything that you're seeing of that sort?
I will not speculate on that, but I will not deny it that there is a fair chance that the next week we might see further correction. We might, because whatever said and done in terms of news flow and everything, expectation is built up from a budget always, And if the budget tends to disappoint in terms of expectation, then obviously the stocks do take a beating. Uh, so yeah, so I'm not denying that there is a possibility of a like a 400 500 point downside on Nifty. But again, I am not of the opinion that the 24,000 mark will break and we will sustain below that. Like I said, please do not read into any drastic movement. If we lose a 400 500 point in 2 days, I think it will be bounced back immediately. What will happen will be not be a game changer, it will be a trend. Sorry, it will not be a trend, it will be a correct this thing reaction. So, reaction, the best thing is to stay out of reaction and inside action. You take an action when there is no reaction. इतने
Got
वॉलेटाइल
it.
मार्केट, कभी भी इतने वॉलेटाइल मार्केट में कूदना नहीं चाहिए.
Amazing, amazing. This line, I think we can use it somewhere else as well. And I'm pretty sure I might use it in any of the videos that I shoot. But yes, one thing is clear from whatever we have learned today, that there is a very strong stance that we should maintain of cautious approach towards the market. Along with this, the market might correct further. We might see 24,000 levels coming in with intraday volatility, but there is nothing very big to worry until and unless there is something really going wrong from any of the results, news flow, or the budget coming in. Till that time, even if we see Nifty hovering around 24,000, 24,100, that is not something that we should be concerned about. But not inducing any, not creating any further position is something that you are advising us right now.
Yes, that's correct.
Right. After I don't know how many weeks of weekly roundup, finally we are ending with a word of to have a cautious approach from Mr. Ankit Khandelwal, and hopefully, nothing that big happens, because such kind of input coming from the side of Ankit is something really making us worry a bit, because he has always been the bullish man. But
Yeah.
anyhow, hopefully, we completely agree with the kind of events which are happening next week and the closing we had this week. It is completely normal to have that kind of approach. But hopefully, the next time when we get together and discuss about weekly roundup, you again get back into that gear of being
I hope
bullish.
so. I hope so. I hope so. I hope by Wednesday all of this dust settles down and then I can again look at the chart and say, ठीक है अभी upside आ सकती है. I hope so.
चलिए ठीक है. It was amazing talking to you, and hope to see you and catch up with you next weekend on the same
Sure.
time.
Sure.
And
Sure.
thank you for all the input. Have a good
Thank you.
weekend.
Have a good weekend. Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.